When someone tells you who they are, watch them. But when they show you who they are, believe them. So who's Coach Thibodeau? Is he a genius or is he just clueless? We're about to talk about that right here on Ride with the Knicks.
Boom. Intro.
Welcome back to Ride with the Knicks. My name is Greg. I was born and raised in Staten Island, New York. I moved out to Ohio 10 years ago and nobody out here wants to talk to me about the Knicks. So I started this YouTube channel, a little modest YouTube channel to talk about the Knicks, the team that I love, the team that you love. This will never be a channel where I do deep dive analytics. It's not going to be a channel where we do any kind of 2K videos. This is going to be the place where I talk about the team, the season, and themes that we can take out of the season to apply to our lives, to help us get through this crazy world. I think that sports are not just something that we can escape from this world into, to distract ourselves, but I think that sports is something that can really teach us some deeper ways to live, to work, to affect our communities, and all that. So I'm going to pull out maybe some deeper things that I feel happening as I watch the Knicks progress through the season. Hopefully they relate with you, they resonate with you, and you can grow from these videos as well. So Thibodeau. Actually, before we get to Thibodeau, the last video I made was about Obi Toppin. I said that Obi Toppin if he was a day of the week, he'd be Thursday. And that ended up being the best video so far. Just started the channel about a week or so ago, maybe 10 days ago. And that video had a whopping 55 views or something like that. Don't worry, the success is not going to change us over here on Riding with the Knicks. I think we got a couple subscribers out of it, so looks like we're moving in the right direction. If you like this video, let me know about it. Comment, I'll engage with the comments. We got like no comments right now, so if you drop one, I'm gonna see it. I'll engage with any kind of questions, any comments, any feedback that you have. If you get something out of this video that you're thinking about someone else in your life and you're, hey, maybe they want to see this, just share it, send it over to them. But today we're gonna talk about Tibbs. And the question is he a genius or is he just clueless? And the question I open with is, or the statement I open with is, if somebody shows you who they are, believe them. People are going to show you who they are in your life, and the best thing you can do is believe them. Because, and I'm not talking about telling you who they are. If they tell you who they are, watch them. See if they are or not. But when they show you through their actions, through the way that they make decisions, through the way that they carry themselves, when they show you who they are, you better believe them because that's who they are. And it doesn't matter if they tell you something different, but they're showing you the truth. It doesn't matter if they promise you this, it matters what they're doing. It doesn't matter if you see some deeper good in them, don't get lost in that. If they show you who they are, believe them. It's gonna save you a lot of headache, it's gonna save you a lot of heartache. And unfortunately, Tibbs has shown us, the Knicks fans, and he's shown the whole NBA world who he is. He's the guy that plays vets. He's the guy that doesn't trust rookies. He's the guy that plays people until they've got more than a season on their body before they even enter the postseason, because they play so many damn minutes in late game situations, in blowout situations, in back-to-back situations. This is who he is. He's showing us this. And you know what? When he's screaming like a madman, when he's playing people crazy minutes, when he's barking about defense, all those things, when he's grumbling at the stand after the games, all of those things are kind of like endearing when it's translated to W's. But when it's not translating to W's, that stuff gets old real quick. Only a certain amount of people can stomach that type of like yelling at you while you're a grown man doing your job. So I don't know. Hats off to the Knicks who are sticking it out. But every single moment that goes by after the Kemba Walker situation where he benched him, not even benched him, put him out of the rotation, every single moment he's making Tibbs look more clueless. Now, there is a chance that he's a genius, and I'm going to get there at the end of this video in just a few minutes. But let's start with the reality that he's looking pretty clueless right now. Every single day that goes by after he took maybe the best pro as far as carrying yourself, as far as being a team first guy, as far as being a role model for not only the team that you're in, not only the league that you're in, but for young people and for people outside the game that are watching. The man Kemba Walker, when he benched him, when we took him out of the lineup, there's something about that is extremely risky. Now you gotta like that in a leader. You gotta like that in somebody who's like I'm going to step out because I'm looking at the facts, at least the facts that are being presented to me, and I have to make a decision, and emotion is not going to be part of it. I respect that in Tibbs. But when it doesn't pay off, it starts to look bad. You take Kemba out, you put Burks in, Burks goes off, but the starting lineup is just as bad. The net rating is just as bad. The defense is just as bad. The production is just as bad. And Kemba Walker's not over there drinking his tea, saying like, told you so. He's not, because that's not who he is. And then it gets worse. You get Obi finally getting more minutes, and he's thriving. And so you could say, okay, is that genius because he didn't put him in there too young? He kind of let him develop. He gave him 16 minutes, 12 minutes, 20 minutes, then up to 24 minutes. Like, are they doing the right thing with Obi? You can make that argument, but you can also make the argument, what the heck has he been doing sitting on the bench all this time? Then you get the situation where him and Barrett go into health and safety protocol, and we get this game yesterday afternoon when Quentin Grimes goes in the game. He gets in the start, which again, you could say, hey, good job, Tibbs, for growing as a person, for saying, yo, we're going to start a rookie. He didn't have to start the rookie, but he did. You can say, good job there. But you could also say, what the hell has this guy been doing sitting on the bench? Because the entire fan base has been calling for Quentin Grimes to get some more games, get some more minutes, get in the games, get him some shots. He's got defense better than Fournier, if you would. He's got shot making ability this season, at least better than Fournier. What does he not have? He doesn't have age. So what? The guy's got almost like that innocent courage, that kind of like naive courage that a rookie sometimes has. And he got shut down by Middleton like right in the beginning of the game. He got scored on right in the beginning of the game. It didn't faze him. He went off and set a rookie record for the Knicks. He's kind of felt like a little like reminiscent of IQ. Like, I'm going to go out there and ball because I know this game. And so, but that makes Tibbs not look like a genius. It makes him look clueless because everybody's been calling for Quentin Grimes. He finally is put in an uncomfortable situation, so he's got to play the kid. He plays the kid, and the kid goes off. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look like you know your team. Doesn't look like you know the league. Doesn't look like you know your talent. It looks like you're just sticking with and just trying to jam a round peg into a square hole. And the round peg is Julius Randle. The round peg is Evan Fournier. The round peg is RJ Barrett, unfortunately. He's young and he'll be fine, but like, these are the round pegs. It's Mitchell Robinson, out of shape. You see Mitchell Robinson all over Instagram, posting his own plus minus on his Instagram? Come on, man. What are you doing? He's trying to get a contract. He's going out for his own cheese. All right, whatever. Cool, I get that. But like, that's not a guy that's the opposite of Kemba Walker. But Kemba Walker's out of the lineup. It's crazy. And so for me, I think Tibbs is looking clueless right now. I think he's looking clueless. And it doesn't look good, everything that's developing like this, because Knox went off for 19 points? Kid's 22 years old or something like that, sitting on the bench, not developing. Can stroke it from deep. Can create spacing on the floor. Maybe Julius Randle can play a little better if you got guys who are actually going to knock down shots from the outside. So let's talk for just a short second here, maybe 30 seconds on how he might be a genius. And then I want to hear from you. If Tibbs knows that Kemba Walker has so much character that he's going to be able to stomach being sent out of the rotation because Tibbs is trying to expose a deeper systemic issue with Fournier, with the way Randall's playing, with the way that the team's got effort on defense, if he's trying to take Kemba out to expose, hey, there's still a deeper problem here, to push the front office to make some serious adjustments as far as roster is before the trade deadline, only because he knows that Kemba has such character that he will be able to survive the shame of it, only then to be reinserted into the lineup in the appropriate role. If he's got a master plan like that, if he's going to end up playing more of Quickly and playing more of Grimes and playing more of Obi and playing less of, hopefully getting rid of some guys that we don't really want on our team anymore, then listen, yo, I'm not a coach in the NBA. Maybe he's got a master plan. Maybe he's working this whole thing. And if he does, I'll be the first one to make a video, Tibbs is a genius. But until we see that, we've got to believe what he's showing us about who he is. Tibbs has shown us for his whole career who he is. Are we going to believe him or are we not? Well, that's the question. So I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. We got this.